Most founders spend months building their product, then months more trying to find someone to buy it. But what if I told you that your go to market timeline should be zero? Not days, not weeks, zero. Because by the time your product is ready, someone is already waiting to pay for it. That's exactly what I did with Clockless, the SaaS legal billing app that I've been building in public, and today I'm going to show you how to do it for your bootstrap SaaS. I'm Sean, and I've been building SaaS products for 15 years. And the single greatest lesson that I've learned across building all of those products is this. The number one mistake founders make is building in isolation. They have an idea, they get excited, they disappear into code editor for weeks or months, and then when they emerge, they end up with something nobody actually asked for. I used to do this too, but now I flip the entire process. I find the buyer first, I understand their pain deeply, and then build exactly what they need. When you do this, your go-to-market timeline collapses to zero because someone is literally waiting for your product the day it ships. Let me walk you through how I did this with Clockless, which is the legal billing SaaS that I'm building in public right now. It started with a single conversation. I was talking to a friend who owns a small law firm, and he said something that stuck with me. He told me attorneys at his firm were losing 10 to 50% of their billable revenue because they simply couldn't track their time accurately. The quotes I uncovered from real attorneys about billing were very telling. And I quote, "Billing can kiss my entire ass." That's the level of frustration you're looking for. Now, here's the key. I didn't go build an app. I didn't even sketch a wireframe. I went and validated that this was a widespread problem first. Next, I used Claude to research legal forums, Reddit, Quora, everywhere attorneys talk about their problems. And what I found was that the billing and time tracking consistently ranked as a top 3 operational pain point across the industry. Firms with competitors like Clio, who've raised nearly $1 billion, were still complaining about billing. That told me 2 things. A, the market is massive, and B, the existing solutions aren't solving the problem well enough. So now I had a real person with a real problem backed by market-wide validation. I knew the buyer, I knew the pain, I knew the price point the market would support. And everything I build with Clockless works backwards from that one attorney, that one firm. He's not a hypothetical persona. He's a real business person who's waiting for this product. Let me break this down into a framework you can start using right away. Step 1 is to have real conversations, not surveys, not Reddit polls, actual conversations with actual humans who have the problem you think you want to solve. 3 to 5 conversations should be enough to start. Use an AI note taker like Fathom so you can be present in the conversation instead of just scribbling notes the whole time. Step 2, listen for emotional language. When someone says billing can kiss my entire ass, that's not mild inconvenience, that's intense enough pain worth putting real dollars into a better solution. And if people describe their problem with calm indifference, it's probably not a business. If they get emotional or frustrated, you're likely onto something. Step 3 is to validate the market with AI. Take your interview transcripts, paste them into Claude, and ask it to research the broader market. Is this problem in the top 5 for your target audience? Is there quantifiable impact? Are competitors raising money to solve problems like these? If yes to all 3, you likely have a validated idea. Step 4, build a landing page before you build a product. Use a tool like Lovable to spin up a landing page in hours. Put that in front of your interview subjects. Ask them if they'd sign up for it. If your buyer, the real person you talk to, says yes, you've just collapsed your go-to-market timeline to 0 and accelerated your progress dramatically. Let's talk about how this approach is different than what people might traditionally try. So if we compare this to the traditional approach, most founders go idea, build for 3 months, launch, try to find customers, struggle for up to 6 months, and then likely give up and rage quit. But with the buyer first approach, it's more like conversation, validate, build, and then having a buyer ready and waiting on day 1. The go-to-market timeline isn't short, it's literally 0 because the customer's there before the product existed. And that's exactly what I mean when I say flipping the script. Here's what that looks like in practice with Clockless. I'm building this entire product in public. I'm using Lovable for the landing page and prototyping, Cursor and Claude Code for development, and I'm documenting every step along the way on this channel. Now, the attorney I talked to, he's seen the landing page. He's given feedback on the feature set. He knows the pricing. When this product ships, I'm not launching into the void, hoping someone finds it. I'm handing it to someone who's been waiting for it. That's the power of finding your buyer first. And here's the beautiful thing about doing this as a bootstrapper. You don't need thousands of customers on day one. You need one, then five, then 10. Each one of those early customers becomes a reference, a case study, and a source of feedback that makes your product better for the next 10. Before you know it, your real business is off and running. Now, here's what I want you to do this week. Pick one person in the market you want to serve, not a friend, not your mom, an actual potential customer, and have a 20-minute conversation with them about their biggest pain points. Don't pitch, don't mention your idea, just listen. Record it with Fathom, then take the transcript and run it through Claude. If you do this once, you'll learn more about your market in 20 minutes than most founders learn in 3 months of building alone. And if the pain is real, you just found your first buyer. If you want the step-by-step framework for going from zero to launched SaaS product without investors, I've got a free 5-day email course that walks you through the whole process. I'll add the link in the description below. I'm Sean, this is Bootstrapper's Paradise, and remember, find your buyer first. Also, subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this.